Is ITIN required if I have a foreign business partner in Canada or Mexico? Welcome, good morning guys to Why Coffee Break, where we are giving you tips and tricks to any tax, payroll, bookkeeping plus PPP. Yesterday, we have an ongoing meeting with a big account in California. They run a digital marketing agency. Then he has a best friend in Canada. They started it 2 years ago. For their 2020 tax return, what they did is they form a limited liability company to the state of Delaware, and they are 2 members. Then they request for an employer's identification number, the EIN, to the IRS. Then the EIN that they receive, their tax filing requirement is called the business partnership return, which is Form 1065. The Form 1065, what happened was this year, it was filed late by their tax preparer. The problem is, it's a 1065. The problem is the tax preparer put on the section where you know that you split the income because it's 50-50 on you call that the Schedule K1 form, where you're distributing the income and also the losses there. That would be the net ordinary loss or ordinary income. He submitted the form, the 1065, with the wrong tax ID number because they did not apply for the tax ID number enable for them to compute the tax liability of each. He has to put the tax preparer puts some random tax ID number somewhere, or I don't know who owns that. But here's the problem. They receive a letter asking for the foreign partner's information. And then it gets more complicated than that. Because why? Number one, they're not filing on time. Okay, the penalty. And number two, the information that the tax preparer put there as the identification number of the Canadian, of the foreigner, is wrong. But what is the resolution? What would be our step? This could take 6 months up to 1 year because it's going to fall in a tax resolution service. The first thing we're going to do is this, and if you encounter this or you're planning to have a foreign partner, make sure that when you are going to submit the business return, partnership return, is to attach the ITIN application. The ITIN application, that is what you call the W7 form. The W7 form is for foreign nationals or the foreign people that are doing business in America or receiving income inside the US. That also limits your headache from waiting, because any wrong form that they use and any missing form, they are subject to penalties and interest to the Internal Revenue Service. That's why you need to have an IRS acceptance agent who's going to do this for you, because we are the one authenticating, like Wyco Tax authenticates the document, like the passport, doing the virtual interview, whether you're in Philippines, Mexico, or in Canada, able to process your ITIN. We will be the one sending it. Then at the same time, we have also to send, the second form that we have to send is the form corrected 1065, the business partnership return. We also need to send that all together with the ITIN application. That would be the resolution for the meantime. Then once he received the tax ID number, the next step would be submitting the 1040 NR. So that is on the individual level, the tax for 1040 non-resident return. Then also Mexico and Canada, they have tax treaty within the United States that will avoid double taxation, which means to say that if the income that he made in the US, he is going to report that in Canada or Mexico, then he will pay the corresponding taxes there, or vice versa. He can also pay the taxes here in the US, and then he do not need to file or pay those income to Canada. So it can work on both ways. Okay, so I know it gets complicated, but follow for more. If you can relate, or if you know somebody, we are here to help. You just click the link for to avail our free consultation today. Okay, because if you like this, also please click share and subscribe, because here in Wyco Tax, you guys deserve the max. Stay safe.